y'all. Today I'm sharing our barbecue fry recipe. We have been making our homemade fries for the past year or so, and we like them so much better than store-bought. Even recently, we had to pick some up just to have a fast dinner, and we were really disappointed by the store-bought ones. To start, add water to your bowl and then cut up your potatoes to about 3/4 of an inch. You can make them smaller, but this is our favorite way to make them. This recipe uses about 4 medium potatoes, but you can always double this recipe, and the great thing about it is you can make them and just get them all coated, and then you can freeze them in a single layer, and they work just like the frozen fries that you buy at the stores, and also they cook just about the same amount of time. Once you have them all cut up, drain them and then put them back in the bowl and add more water. We're just trying to get as much starch off of the potatoes as we can. While they're sitting, we need to make the coating, and I like to use 4 tablespoons of our homemade ruby dust and also 4 tablespoons of our homemade smoked ruby dust. You can use your favorite barbecue seasonings or rubs, even seasoned salt, and I would say to be really careful with those if they're really salty. I know we have one seasoning that we really like. It's a barbecue rub and it's very salty. So you may want to start with more like 6 tablespoons to start off with and just try it. And also you can add smoked paprika. That adds a lot of flavor. Next we need to add the cheese powder. Our favorite is to get cheddar cheese powder. I had some that I dehydrated and ground up and had it in the food saver container, but the lid wasn't sealed and I dropped it all. So we had to use Parmesan cheese in it, and it was good. We just like the cheddar powder better. Next, we need to add 5 tablespoons of just plain breadcrumbs and 5 tablespoons of all-purpose flour. Whenever I first started making these, I didn't add as much of this, and we like it so much better. It gives it a nice thick coating on it like the potato wedges have, and we really like it this way. Now just mix all that in, being sure to get any of the lumps out. I know if you use a barbecue seasoning that has brown sugar in it, it sometimes does that, so I try and mash all the lumps, and also your cheddar powders or even your Parmesan cheese powder can do that. Just try and mash all that together and get it mixed in really good until it's a really fine powder. Last, we need to add about a 1/2 cup of oil. You can use whatever your favorite is, like avocado or olive oil. Here I'm using a little bit of vegetable oil and olive oil because some people in our family don't like olive oil. If y'all have any suggestions of olive oils that will work for someone like that, please leave it down in the comments. Mix all that in, and as you can see, it's pretty thick here. It's actually too thick, so I'm going to add in some olive oil. Just add it in until it's about the right consistency. You'll see what I like at the end, but if it's too thick or too thin, it won't stick to the potatoes. Now line a pan with foil and add your air fryer tray to the top. Then drain your potatoes. Now we need to take each potato and dry it as best as we can. You don't want any water to be on there or they won't hold on to the coating. These are so easy to make and really fun to experiment with all the different flavors. I like to make ranch ones. I have a video on that if you'd like to check that out. I've done it with Fiesta Ranch and different barbecue seasonings to make it more salty or more sweet. Sometimes I add cheese or not. I also make Greek fries. Those are really good whenever we have gyros. And I've tried sour cream and onion and even have a recipe for like the traditional potato wedge style. Now mix this all up. I find it's best to do with my hands, but you can use whatever you like, and mix them up until every bit of the potato is well coated. Now just add them in a single layer to your air fryer tray, being sure to leave a little bit of space in between them so they can get nice and crispy. And I have this little copper pan that fits perfect in the top, so I can cook just a little bit more. But if you have some left, you can just add them in a single layer to a pan and put them in the freezer. And when they're completely frozen, just bag them up and you have frozen fries just ready to go. I cook mine at 300 degrees for 30 minutes, but you may need to adjust that to your appliance. And if you want them to be more crunchy, you can cook them at a higher temperature and for longer. The recipe, as well as a link to the printable version of the recipe, will be in the description below. Thank y'all so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Y'all take care, and we'll see you next time. Bye!